them aren't here today, but their work does not go unnoticed. Definitely our partners that you see here standing today. But I also want to talk to our communities out there, because as Steve stated, you don't solve these things alone. You definitely need the public's help. You definitely need our vigilance. And we're just starting summer here. And this isn't, the first holiday that happens over the summer. So we need to make sure that we stay vigilant. We need to make sure that we keep our eyes and ears open. Law enforcement is going to be out there this summer. We're going to be at every major event. We're going to be out there day in and day out for our community. So if you see something, definitely say something. Notify a law enforcement officer. Notify somebody that can actually respond and check it out. It may be nothing, but it may be something. This thing started with a person that started talking online about what he wanted to do. And it escalated into what you have today. So our community definitely needs to stay vigilant. We need to make sure that we keep each other safe. We need to keep our plans up. We need to keep our intelligence gathering up, because those that seek to do us harm are doing exactly the same thing. So we have to stay vigilant. Again, I want to thank our partners. I want to thank Steve and his folks here. They do an excellent job here in Northeast Ohio for us, and they're definitely to be commended on this operation. Thank you.
Take a few questions.
Steve, did he have access to explosives, and do you know if he had the capability to build explosives?
I will say this, and I'll let the complaint speak for itself, but the trick with these things is we only know what we know, right? What we're able to do as an investigative team, coming together to try to determine, again, his intent, his ability to execute and the like. And so we don't know fully, quite honestly, whether he had all of these abilities. He definitely, throughout many conversations and over a long period of time, expressed his ability to use either through the undercover agent or through others to obtain that. So his intent and his desire to find someone that could do that, if he could not, remain clear throughout. His precise ability to do specific things, again, we may never know. I will say that we didn't have specific information that he had a past history of being able to do that.
Steve, have you guys searched his home? And if so, what did you find?
As you can imagine, and I can let Justin speak to that if he wants to, but we're conducting all logical investigation. I'm not gonna speak to actually specific things that we're doing, investigative steps that we're taking to help resolve this entire case.
Yeah, again, as Steve said, I don't think we want to get into specific investigative steps that have been taken or not taken at this point in time, but suffice it to say that it did not stop with the arrest of Mr. Pitts. We've done everything we can to complete the investigation.
And you say he had ties to Al-Qaeda, are they just ties that he voiced, or do you have specific information?
What we have is, throughout the investigation, is his repeated desire to join, to be part of a foreign terrorist organization, specifically Al-Qaeda. So his intent was to be part of what they do, part of the organization. And again, some of the complaint talks about that in details. Again, that was his stated desire to be part of a foreign terrorist organization. That's why, as Mr. Herman would say, the charge of attempting to provide material support to such organization is able to be charged because of his repeated desire, stated desire to want to be part of and recognized as part of Al-Qaeda.
Have there been other communications? Are there other people that might be charged along with him?
At this time, Mr. Pitts is a person being charged.
Yeah, American citizen, how long he been in the country? And the third question, if you make them all mix and answer one, why would you have somebody, when we came to this country, interviewing these people to find out the background? That way we could prevent that to happen again.
Let me answer your first part of the question. Is Mr. Pitts is a United States citizen. And again, this case is a stark reminder that it doesn't take a individual that even born here or foreign to go over to a foreign land and participate in some sort of engagement to come back here ready to commit an act. Mr. Pitts is a United States citizen, radicalized in the United States, planning to commit a terrorist attack in the United States. As far as the efforts that the United States government makes to vet all people that come to the country, of course, we do just that. I don't know if Justin wants to comment on that, but I mean, I don't know if your question suggests that doesn't happen. I don't think I would agree with the premise of your question. And again, quite frankly, for this discussion, it may be irrelevant because Mr. Pitts was a United States citizen.
Do you know if he traveled out of the country at any point while you were watching him?
Do not have any information that he traveled out of the country.
What does his family say about him? Is this a sudden thing, or had he been expressing these views for longer than springtime?
As you can imagine, as Mr. Herman said, the investigation is continuing just to determine all that. And again, there's a lot of work still to be done. And so I can't comment that I don't have that information. Anything else?
Chief, any plans for increased security on the 4th of July?
Yes and no. I mean, we always increase our security postures during special events, whether it's the 4th of July, St. Patrick's Day, you name it. And you know, you folks have been out there during those events, so you see the level of security. But does this heighten everybody's sense of awareness of what's going on? Of course it does. But are we putting out extra patrols? Not necessarily, but we always have what we feel to be a more than adequate security plan for our special events. 4th of July is no different. And you'll definitely know that we're out there. And then there are some folks out there that you won't know are out there. So we're going to have our same posture. We just want people to be vigilant. We want people to help us out. If you see something, definitely let law enforcement know so we can check it out. Thanks.
Anything else? All right, if not, thank you very much again for being here. We'll make sure that when you leave here today that you get a copy of the complaint, correct? All right.
There is pictures there.
Oh, sorry, yes.
Thanks, everyone. His mugshot's on the screen if you guys want to capture that.
Thank you.